So last week I was out and filming my new short film with my actors in a forest here in south of Sweden. And in this video I will be sharing my behind the scenes footage and I will try to explain what we were watching here, and I'm gonna, just talk about how I approach this whole independent solo filmmaking journey that I'm on. So let's talk about the backpack you saw there. I really filled that backpack to the brim with camera gear, and honestly I did not even use maybe half of it. More on this later. Here we see me using the DJI RS4 Mini with the CVE1 camera. I brought this camera instead of my A7S III just because it's just a little bit lighter. It's so nice to use that camera on a gimbal just because of the lighter body. So here we are looking for a tree where this character is supposed to emerge a little bit, mystical and creepy maybe even. But we couldn't find a good tree, so we had to scout around here. I wanted the light to hitting her from behind to get some kind of a rim light, and we needed a tree without a branch that was covering her face. But eventually we found this tree and it worked perfectly here. And I don't know if you can see, but I'm using one light on top of my camera here. It's an Amaran 25C RGB panel light. It's a very small light. It's a 32 watt. And I didn't think that this light would help as much as it did. It actually did quite a lot on all of these close-ups. And even here in this mid shot, I found that this little panel had no problem just, lifting the shadows just a little bit to even out the exposure. I chose to go handheld in most of the shots in this short film just to be able to be a little bit more efficient and pretty quickly find the framing and just be light on my feet. Like here, I am crawling on the ground to get a good shot of her feet, backing up on the moss-covered rocks there. Here we have my little microphone trick. Well, I guess it's not a trick. It's common practice. I just took some elastic tape and taped the capsule, the lavalier, on the inside of his shirt there. And here I am instructing the actors how this scene is supposed to play out. And I actually missed one crucial point here in this scene. So unfortunately, we're gonna have to do a pickup shot of this scene in the near future. So this is the downside of being a independent solo filmmaker, that sometimes you just some things just slip through the cracks. You miss crucial points here and there. But if you plan for this and make sure that you have a pickup shoot day, that's how you can work around problems like these. So here I am doing my wide coverage here. Just your basic gimbal shot, moving the camera a little bit to get some nice parallax going here. Now I wanted a tracking shot of both of these actors, and here I am walking backwards in the forest. And walking backwards when the terrain, when the ground is uneven, is quite scary, and I would not recommend it. And actually we changed our position. We found this other place that was a little bit more even, but still walking backwards here was very hard for me. So what I did, I just did like this, turned the screen towards me from the side like you see here, and then I could move forward instead. The drawback here was that now it was pretty hard to keep her center in frame because my panning was like backwards. But after a couple of tries we nailed the shot, so it was no big deal. And then we did the reverse with the guy here, And as you can see, because I took the place of the woman, he had to extend his arm like that to pretend like he's holding her hand. Movie magic. I want to touch a little bit more on camera tech and camera gear. I'm always bringing too much gear to my set, and in my next project I really want to set up more boundaries for myself to really restrict me from bringing all kinds of crap to the set, because you know, when you are a solo filmmaker, you have to be honest with yourself that you can't be all over the place, because what happens is that you don't have time for your actors, and you don't have time to work with them and give them directions, because you're all busy dealing with all the technology, camera bullshit. In hindsight, what if I told myself that I'm going to do this short film with only one prime lens, shoot everything handheld, no gimbal, no drone, and just try to work with these limitations, and when problems arise, you would rather trust and lean into creativity instead of relying on all of this technology. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Okay, so thanks for watching this behind the scenes footage. If you got any questions, let me know in the comment section. I will see you in the next one. Bye!